Complaining in the workplace. When you have developed a habit of complaining, it will leak into the workplace. I have been very guilty of complaining in the workplace, but I have been fortunate enough not to lose my job. Many people lose their job over complaining about the workload, the people, the boss, their hours, etc. As I think about how many times I have complained at work, I am convinced that I was insane. It is definitely insanity to risk your livelihood just because you can't control your temper and begin complaining at work. When you get good and heated, it is difficult to control yourself, and when you have reached that point, you are looking for anyone to hear your complaint and vent, even if they don't want to hear it. Be careful about what you say and who you say it to. If you are unhappy with your job, it doesn't mean you need to complain to everyone. Use discretion and choose how you will complain. And I will say it again, be careful who you complain to. Remember what my pastor teaches. Never vent down, but vent up. If you are a supervisor, manager, or even an owner or partner in a business, don't complain to the employees about the other management or partner. It will start a downward spiral and definitely affect the business and all of those involved. Then the employees will start complaining about the job, other employees, and bosses. This will become the culture of the business. Remember, if you are looking to become a better influence for others, you must take this very seriously. Many people have been fired over their bad attitude. And yes, complaining is a bad attitude. When you get fired, the boss probably will tell you it is because you have a bad attitude and always complain. I had a complaining session that resulted in a 3-day suspension from my job. I was a manager for this company for over 20 years at this point. And that is probably a major factor why I did not get fired. And I also had great job performance. This company is a family-run restaurant business with the whole family as bosses, and we had a few managers. We had a rotating schedule to work in the kitchen on Sundays between myself and 3 family members. I just worked my Sunday the week before, and the one son had his Sunday next. All was good for him to work that day until he saw the weather report for Sunday was going to be a beautiful summer day. Here in Cleveland, Ohio, we have limited nice days. He decided that he was going to spend the whole day on his boat on Lake Erie. He came to me Saturday night and told me I had to work. His sister told me she would come in early to let me go home and spend some time with my family. But then she called and said she will be in around closing time. I was already complaining to everyone before she called, but that was the straw that broke my back. I blew up on her and was complaining about her and her brother. She called her brother, and he left the boat and came in as she did also. But she told him I was having a fit and complaining to everyone about him and the situation. He sent me home and gave me a 3-day suspension. I could have avoided all this drama and the possibility of losing my job if I just said no when he first told me I had to work. Sometimes the best thing to do is change jobs, but I suggest finding another one or developing a plan to earn the finances you need to pay your bills before leaving. What kind of influence can you be if you are always struggling? Quote, "What you're supposed to do when you don't like a thing is change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. Don't complain." End quote. That's Maya Angelou.